Hello and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2. We are playing through the closing chapter. And we stopped off at an amazing celebration of Haruki's first published article. But I can barely hear the congratulatory words from those around me as my eyes are dead set on the magazine's cover page.
新人ピアニストにしては破格の扱いだけどね。でもまあいいんじゃない？見栄えという意味じゃダントツだったね。
There she is, the classmate that I know so well. Even after 3 years, she still looks far better than I could ever imagine. Her gaze is still so intense, her hair is still so glossy, her skin is still milky white. You're still as cool as ever, Kazusa. Oh, that line makes my heart hurt, because you can tell, like, that feeling just never goes away fully. That's tough.
それよりも今はお前だ。おめでとう北原。お前の地獄の編集者人生は今日この日をもってめでたく始まったぞ。はあ。マリさん、さすがに今のは北原くん引きますって。
マリさんいちいちセンス古いんですよ。今さらサプライズパーティーってのもね
お前らとそんなに年違わない。何度言わせれば気が済むんだ。
Oh, never say that to anyone.
誰も年齢が古いなんて一言も言ってないだろう。そりゃこの中じゃ最年長だけど。
What? She's older than Hamada? How old is she?
浜田とは一月しか違わない。
Oh, okay. It's really not that different.
マリさん抑えて。
So it really bothers her that much.
はい、お祝いの席で怒鳴らない。北原くんに嫌われちゃいますよ。発案者は私なのに。どうしてくれる北原。お前のせいで私は大恥かいたぞ。
俺のせいなんですか。
とりあえず笑ってあげて。マリさん、北原くんが喜ぶと思ってニヤニヤしながらクラッカーやお菓子を買ってきたに違いないんだから。
Oh, that's such a nice thing for a boss to do, too. She really cares. It's true that I can see myself holding back my laughter just by imagining that very scene, if it really did happen.
もういい。私の頃はこうして先輩が祝ってくれたもんだけど、やっぱり時代は変わったってことなのかな。
確かに祝ってくれたけど、会議室でお菓子で乾杯じゃなくて朝までキャバクラで乾杯だった。
Yeah, let's all just go to a hostess club. Talk to girls all night.
何それ。私は連れてってもらってないわよ。
当たり前だろう。
さあ気を取り直してマリさん。ほら北原くんもなんとか言ってあげて。
ありがとうございましたマリさん。俺のためにこんな。
Haruki is so bad at expressing thanks, and honestly, that's one of the first things you should learn as a human being is how to gratefully accept something. And even if you're not like, wow, I love snacks so much, you know, the fact that someone was thinking of you and doing it for you, you really should be grateful.
こんなくだらない集まりで時間取らせて悪かったな。さあ、解散しよう、解散。
See, like, it's so embarrassing for her. I really hate that.
マリさん、こら、松岡もフォローしろ。
ねえマリさん、俺の時もぜひ祝ってください。きっとすぐに北原に追いついてみせますから。
普通なら順番逆なんだけどな。
シュン、すんません。
Come to think of it, I also organized a pointless event like this to celebrate a certain someone's graduation. She must have felt very irritated back then, too. We've made it through the thick of it. Everyone in the editing department is enjoying a sort of fleeting period of peace. And in this time of respite, I'm feeling incredibly humbled and embarrassed. With a strange feeling in my mind, I stay here.
にしてもやっぱかっこいいよねこの子。
売れるんじゃないか今月号。クラシックファン以外も手に取りそうだよなこれ。
同級生だったんだろ。なあ、今度紹介しろよ北原。
Yeah, okay. As soon as we go overseas, I'll introduce you.
いいですよ。ウィーンまで俺を連れて行ってくれるんなら。
無茶言うなよ。
ってことは俺に無茶言ってたんですね、松岡さん。
I'm surprised I could joke about it like that just now. I can lightheartedly make quips about this topic now. Maybe I'm really starting to move on? Let's all hope so, Haruki. Or maybe it's slowly becoming nothing but a memory.
あ、そうだ。編集長から何冊か見本誌もらってきたのよ。ほら、まず一冊はお前のものだよ、北原。
ありがとうございます。
ねえ浜田さん、自分の初めての記事が載った本、今でも大事に取ってある？
大事かどうかはともかく多分な。大掃除の時にしか見たことないけど。
そんなものだよね。大切だけどあまり大切にしたくないっていうか。
そんなものなんだ。くそ、すぐにこの手の話題に参加できるようになってやる。
Poor Matsuoka, he tries.
本当はとっくに参加できてなきゃいけないんだけどな。
重っ。
そりゃアンサンブルだもんね。
Ensemble is a high-quality magazine. Be it the number of pages or its price, it's a heavy magazine, no matter how you look. So the fact that this ridiculous cover page is printed on it, is being handed over to me as a commemoration of my first article. Honestly, I don't know how to react. I should just smile, but can I really?
それであと何冊欲しい？
え？
あげたい人いるだろ？家族とか友達とか、あと。
And how do we say that we don't have any? I mean, he does, but no one he'd want to share this with.
最後微妙に濁したね。
そこまで勘ぐりますか。
さすがに10冊とかは無理だけど、2、3冊ならなんとかなるって言ってたわよ。
Someone I'd give it to? Family, friends, and who? My first published article. Even though I'm just a part-timer, even though it was rejected many times before, and even though I'm just walking down a path that's already been paved for me by someone else. This is slightly different from the future I had dreamed about, but it's a milestone toward the future I had imagined.
バイト代安いんだし、遠慮なくもらっちゃいなさい。
でも
My family is out of the question. I'd probably just get a as a reaction, and the magazine would end up on some bookshelf to be forgotten. That's sad. As for my friends, they'd probably be happy for me. They'd probably barge into my room again, party until morning without even getting my permission, and leave me to clean up alone. If the article's topic was different, that is. That's why I didn't tell them. There's no way I could tell them. And then there's a particular girl in my life, one who would definitely be happy for me. I know that she'll still feel happy for me even after she's learned about exactly what I've written in that article. But even so, should I tell her everything about this? I need to talk to her if I want to have any chance of getting closer. It's my only chance to bring everything back to the way it was. If I don't want things to be destroyed, I ought to keep my mouth shut. If I'm afraid of even the slightest risk, I can't talk to her about her.
俺は
Even after 3 years, I still don't know what course of action is truly sincere. Oh boy. We are just not gonna take any of those.
いえ、やっぱりもういいです。
え？
Ultimately, I settle for the safest choice. It doesn't matter if the choice is right or wrong, but nothing will be destroyed this way. My relationship with her won't undergo a dramatic improvement, but it won't end here either.
そんな、誰か喜んでくれる人いるだろう。
いや別にバイトだしそんな大したことじゃないし。
大したことじゃないってよ、まっちゃん。
明日からバイトいじめに走っていいよね。俺それくらいの仕打ち受けてるよね。
That is super insulting.
北原。
それよりいただいていいですか？せっかくのお祝いだってことなんで。
Now he cares about the snacks.
どうぞ。
しかしこれ横綱あれにおにぎりせんべいにチーズおっきってな。
Again with the bleeping, it makes me laugh so hard.
しかも全部お得よ。
可愛くない。
Aw, hey.
何言ってるんだ。ほら、チョコレートだってちゃんと。
アルファベットチョコレート。
これもお得よ。
可愛い？お得じゃないか。
Aw, I appreciate your bargain hunting, Mari.
日付が変わる前に帰れるなんて随分と久しぶりなんじゃないですか？
まあな。
When we looked around the office around 10 o'clock, everyone apart from the two of us had already left before we knew it. Miraculously, Mari-san also didn't have any urgent work either, so the two of us left the editing department before 11 o'clock. Still, Mari-san's mood doesn't feel as though she'd like to invite me to have a drink or go somewhere with her. What am I saying? There's no way Mari-san would make such an invitation in the first place, even if it's just the two of us.
なあ、北原。
There's just no way she'd make such an invitation.
本当にいないのか？喜んでくれる相手。
Oh, that's really sad when she puts it like that. And indeed, she doesn't, but this solves the mystery. This explains the reason why Mari-san doesn't seem like she'd be up for a drink, and why her mood seems so downcast.
あのことまだ気にしてたんですか？
するだろう、普通。
いや、流すでしょ。
She's referring to something that I'd slipped out almost 7 hours ago. The monologue I had during the celebration, which had been slightly insensitive and a little difficult to take in.
ご両親は北原を大学にまで入れてくれたんだろ？
母親の方は近所に住んでますけど、まあ学費を出してくれた以外のことは。
友達は付属時代からの付き合いだって続いてるだろう？
大丈夫、続いてますよ。俺友達そんなに少なくないですから。
だったら。
Really, this person. The way she cares about others makes her seem like a Yakuza boss caring about her subordinates. What? No. That's a weird comparison. It makes me extremely shameful. But it's not like I can find myself making any excuses either.
なんて言えばいいのかな。ちょっと説明しにくいんですけど。
It'd be nice if it were just a regular article. It could have been gossip from the entertainment industry, a collection of scary prophecies, or even information about Onjuku's red light district. Takeya would definitely point his finger at me and laugh, and Iya would laugh along for a bit as well before patting my shoulder to show her sympathy. And as for Setsuna, she'd buy a copy of such a lowbrow magazine with her own money, regardless, and hold it tightly to her chest, I think.
つまりですね、俺の家庭環境や交友関係がどうとかじゃなくて、もう少し後付けの問題というか。
However, this article is talking about Toma Kazusa, the emerging star in the Japanese world of piano, which changes things up quite a bit. Takeya would probably fall silent, feeling bothered by the whole situation, while Iya would probably get extremely angry and leave without even saying a word. And as for Setsuna...
だから、今回取り上げた取材対象側にですね。
わかった。もういい。
It took me a while, but the moment I finally decided to tell her, It seems like Mari-san saw this coming a mile away as she takes a step back to distance herself from me.
ってちょっと待ってください。
Not to mention, she seems to be quite unsatisfied, as if she's hurt. I can't leave her while she's like this.
マリさんってば。
I hurry and chase after Mari-san, who's walking away very quickly, although even if I do catch up to her, I don't know what to do to stop her. That's why I keep a little distance. I could reach her shoulder if I stretched out my hand, but I just keep walking after her long, swaying hair.
ってあれ
Then she quickly changes direction and walks into a building that still has the lights on. I guess stores like these close pretty late in this area.
ありがとうございました。どうだ、買ってきたぞ。
Oh, there's that smile we know and love. Then, a few minutes later, she walks out of the bookstore with a paper bag in hand and takes the new issue of Ensemble out of it, proudly flaunting it in front of her desk. Of her chest. There's no desks here. I'm so used to Mari-san being at a desk. I don't know why.
あと2冊しか残ってなかった。結構危なかった。やっぱり売れてるのかな。
マリさんで、それに何の意味があるんです？
これは私の永久保存版。
Aw, that's so sweet.
え？
ほんと嘘つきだな、北原は。ちゃんと喜んでくれる人間いるじゃないか。
At first, I couldn't understand what Mari-san was trying to say at all.
私の部下の初めての成果だ。嬉しく思って何が悪い？
Aww. If he has no one else to share the happiness with, he can share it with Mari-san. That's really sweet.
だからって買うことは、さっきの見本紙まだ残って。
私にはお金を払う価値があるんだよ。
No. No matter how many times I try to think it through, there's still some things about her that I can't really understand.
どんな理由があろうとも、私の可愛い部下の初仕事を誰も認めないなんて、そんなことがあってたまるか。
She called me
たまりますか。
cute. She called me cute. I love Mari-san so much. She's amazing.
そんなだだっこじゃないんだから。
お前こそどうしてそんなに冷めてるんだよ。
だって。
Still, including situations like these, Mari-san's logic is incredibly forceful and senseless, but very convincing.
北原、いい仕事したよ。私の最初の記事と比べても遜色なかった。まあ、私の方がほんの少し上だったけど。
ありがとうございます。
Even if it means I'm being tricked by her, I allow myself to be moved by her words.
だから、そんなに頑張ったのに誰も喜んでくれる人がいないとか、そんな寂しいこと言うなよ。
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you say these sad things around people so constantly, especially with Mari-san, Haruki's been so mopey. It really affects the people around you. The reason why I hesitated isn't as simple as Mari-san assumes it is. Still, regardless of whether she knows about my circumstances or not, Mari-san is getting really mad about the pitiable state she's convinced I'm in.
文句ある？なんで笑う？私はこんなに怒ってるのに。
As we keep talking, I notice that I'm feeling strange. I just started laughing at myself after realizing how lame I must look to others, and I can't stop myself.
こら、北原！
マリさんは熱い人ですね。ちょっと外し気味なのがたまに傷ですが。
お前こそそうやっていつもハスに構えて、そういうのかっこいいとでも思ってるのか？
Yes, thank you. Actually, she put it into words better than I could. Trying to act all cool and depressed and like so many anime protagonists is not cool. It's just really awkward and annoying and weird for everyone else.
いいえ、かっこいいのはあなたの方です。俺、マリさんのそんなとこ好きですよ。
Aww.
お前
He also addressed her directly using anata, which is really direct, very casual. You should never say that to your boss. She's truly a cool person. Mari-san is the second woman who's ever made me think this way. It's different from the composed, sharp way that I once saw in the first, however. I'm not sure how to put it. I guess she's not hot-blooded and strong-willed. She has an aura of old-fashioned coolness that carries with it a strange sense of passion. But when I put it that way, is it just me, or does it feel like I'm not praising a woman at all? What? What, can women not be strong and cool? Haruki, is that what you're saying? Jeez Louise.
改めてありがとうございます。いつも元気を分けてくれて。
わかればいい。あと上司をからかうような言動は慎むように。
はい、すいませんでした。以後気をつけます。
ならよし。とりあえず今日受けた屈辱は忘れることにする。
The shame.
そこまでひどいことしてませんけど。
The shame of her failed party.
じゃあ帰ろうか、北原。
すいません、もうちょっとだけ。
どうしたの？
俺も買ってきます。最後の一冊。マリさんのおかげで一人心当たりができました。喜んでくれるかもしれない相手。
Mari-san has taught me this, after all. In the end, I can only go on the offensive. If I don't face it head on, nothing will change. It was released today. I bought a copy as a souvenir. Everyone from the editorial department went out of their way to congratulate me. We had some snacks and drinks in the music room, a modest party to celebrate a meager accomplishment. I'm sorry for not telling you about the title of the magazine and its release date. I didn't want you to get the magazine before I did, Setsuna. I wanted to give it to you myself. Well, that's about it. It's my first published article, so I hope you'll take it. It'll only take about 5 minutes of your time. Are you free tomorrow? I can stop by your house to pass it to you. I'll be waiting for your reply. Perhaps I'm getting carried away. No, I most certainly am, actually. Perhaps I really do want to brag about this to someone. Or perhaps, just this once, I want to share this happiness with her. No. I've always wanted to share my happiness with her. I really want to hear her voice instead of just reading her texts. So then call her. Easy solution. I want to see her smile for myself. It's just that I've been stubborn and incapable of honestly expressing such desires on my own. Perhaps my article will hurt Setsuna. Perhaps it will bring her pain all over again. I mean, yeah, undoubtedly. But right now, I want her to hear my feelings, including all of that. That's why I want to give her this magazine. I want to talk to her. I want to see her. See, like, I'm all for Haruki growing and trying to get over it and move forward, but like, this is not cool. If I were Setsuna in this situation, and someone had cheated on me with another girl, and then we were distanced, and then we finally start getting closer, and he's like, hey, let me show you this article. Like, all my passion for this other girl is in it. Dude, are you serious? Like, no. No. In the end, though, I'm still as incapable of conclusively expressing my sincerity to her as I've ever been, even after 3 years. She already knows that you're passionate about Kazusa. You don't gotta rub it in her face. I don't know, that's my opinion. So dumb. Although I don't know which meddlesome god was the one that lectured me not to stop halfway and keep going. I'm sorry, I can't make it tomorrow. I've got plans to go out with my family already. But this situation, just as I'd hoped, though irresolute as I may be, just cut off all my escape routes. Would it be okay if we met on the 24th? And like I said, once again, the 24th is a very important day in Japan for couples. It's a very romantic holiday. So asking to meet on the 24th is a big proposition. And only 2 days away.
はい、今日は必ず来ますから。シフト表も確認したし、電話もかけました。私に合わせるよう遅番にしろって言ったから、夜は閉店までいると思います。まだそんなこと言ってるんですか？いい加減覚悟を決めてください。親友のためじゃないですか。おーい、小春。ちょっと待ちなさいって。ちょっと待ってください。何？どうしたの？今からバイトだから急いでるんだけど。2学期もめでたく終わったし、今からカラオケでも行こうかって誘いに来たんだけど。
Oh, go to karaoke, you deserve it.
今からバイトだからって断られたとこ。ごめん、そういうわけ。これも卒業旅行のためだから。
Oh, the life of a non-rich girl.
まあそういうことなら仕方ないけどさ。それにしても最近付き合い悪くない？バイトなくてもすぐ帰っちゃうよね。せっかくテストも終わって流しモードだったのにさ。ちょっと年内はね。もう少ししたら収まるべきところに収まると思うから。何が？ちょっとごめん、電話の途中だった。お待たせしました。はい、じゃああとはお店で。絶対に来てくださいよ。ずっと待ってますから。お願いです。2人のためなんです。何が？絶対に一緒に過ごさなくちゃダメなんです。だってせっかくのクリスマスなんだから。
Not every day that it's Christmas. Who's she talking to? She's scheming.
はいはい、それじゃ失礼します。
Although she's using the polite form of Japanese, so you know that it's not like her lover.
お待たせ。で、何の話だったっけ？
Then again, Koharu uses the polite form more often than the other characters does.
恒例のクリスマスパーティーどうするのかなって。話をする前に結論出ちゃったけどね。ごめん。今年は行けないや。慈善活動じゃなかった。バイト入れちゃったから。頑張ってね、小春。私たち決して妬んだりしないから。そりゃ頑張るけど、言ってる意味はわからないよ。
Oh, Koharu. So cute. And her friends are pretty understanding. I'm sorry. It seems I bothered you somehow. Oh, this is Setsuna. I didn't really mean anything special when I suggested the 24th. It's just that that day happens to be the only day I'll actually be available. My family's planning to have a Christmas party on the 25th. My mom's gonna make fried chicken in the morning, and we're all having flavored champagne as usual. Yeah, in Japan on Christmas, you're supposed to eat fried chicken, especially Kentucky Fried Chicken. It is such a big thing. I don't know why, but it's kind of cute, kind of fun, very expensive too. Mom has been telling Takahiro for a while now that it's about time he brought home his girlfriend, but it doesn't seem like that'll be happening this year. Maybe it's because she might feel too awkward to come over. Suddenly be alone among our family might make her feel rather uncomfortable. That reminds me, Haruki-kun, you weren't afraid at all. Even when you'd just met my dad, you were very bold and straightforward with him. It made you seem really reliable, but also made it hard to imagine we were the same age. But I guess you didn't think much of it, did you, Haruki-kun? Back then, the only thing on your mind was the school festival, right? It seems I went off on a tangent there. Well, to put it simply, I'm only free the day after tomorrow. Nothing special about it, so don't worry about it too much, and don't force yourself to bring a present. Ah, But don't forget to bring the magazine, alright? After all, that's the main reason you're coming. That's about it. If you can't make it, please tell me clearly. Oh, Setsuna. The fact that she has to add, please tell me clearly, because of her setting things up with Haruki and then him not showing up. Oh, that's so sad. How about tomorrow on the 23rd? No, there's no way I could ever ask that. It's like she's trying to show off her perfectly sound explanation, then leaves a small opening on purpose. Or maybe she really doesn't realize it. She probably isn't aware of it. After all, it's not like Setsuna to be compromising. That's why our relationship has turned out like this. No. Do not put the blame on her at all. She's... Haruki... If only Setsuna was a little more cunning. If only she was more self-centered. Perhaps we would have been together up till this day. Or perhaps we'd be completely alone without one another. Do not! That's so wrong. Because Setsuna's reached out to Haruki so many times. And then Haruki just rejected, ignored. So, whose fault is it? You're trying to put it on Setsuna now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I understand. The 24th it is. Nothing special. It's just that I've got work then, and I can't get a day off. I don't know when they'll let me off, but it'll be late for sure, so I don't want to inconvenience you. Besides, I'd like to give this to you as soon as possible. That's why it might feel like I'm rushing things. The day after tomorrow, then. I'll call you if I can make it, but don't stay up waiting for me. There was no opening, was there?
さてと、戻るか。
Alright, and we will stop off there for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this chapter of White Album 2, and I'll be back at you with more soon. Until then, I hope you take care. See you!